Up, Pisces, with your February love general reading. This is for the lovely sign of Pisces, Pisces sun, moon, rising, and Venus. This is a general love reading and it may not resonate with every Pisces out there. So, guys, keep in mind this is a general, and then as always in a general, roles can be reversed, energies can be reversed, and cross watchers, this very well may play out from your perspective. So please just apply it how it fits, and if it's not for you, it's definitely not for you. So what is the energy surrounding Pisces? The Hangman reverse, Six of Swords reverse, Two of Cups reverse. Okay. Four of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Six of Cups all reversed. Okay. This is for the new people who have not watched my channel. I am a reader who reads reversals. So if that does bother you and you're not comfortable with reversals, I'm not the reader for you. Feel free to check out other readers on YouTube that don't read reversals. I don't like to manipulate my cards. I don't like to, paint life as gumballs and sweetness and everything, because life is life and there's also ups and downs and there's healing as well. So if you are not cool with reversals, I'm not cool with you, so you guys can go ahead and exit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. I feel like right now you guys are focusing or the Five of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're just in this current state where you just don't want drama in your life. I feel like right now you're really focusing on work with the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're just really trying to work hard. You're trying to take care of your responsibilities and you're just trying to do things the right way. I feel like there's a situation where you feel that you don't have closure in. There's something that you feel is missing in your life. There's something that you feel incomplete about. And I feel like you may not have answers to this situation, but I feel like it's almost like you guys want to close the cycle out. It's like you want to talk with someone and tell them, let's just agree to disagree. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. Why don't we just respect each other's differences? Okay, I feel like you don't want conflict in your life. You don't want drama in your life. You just want to live your life. But at the same time, there's also something that's missing. And I feel like, you're diving into work, you're putting yourself in, different situations, you're trying to stay busy. But at the end of the day, there's still someone that you're longing for recognition from. There's still someone that you're thinking of. There's still someone that is, missing you, or you're missing this person. Okay. And I feel like it's different for all of you, but you guys know that there's a special someone that you're thinking about. Okay. Why is could be a mother, or you could be a mother. It could be a Taurus or a Libra. But there's definitely someone here where things have just come to a halt. I feel like there's no growth right now in a situation. I see that there's someone here that, may not be focusing on you, could be focusing on themselves. But I definitely feel like you're detached from someone, and there's someone here you're detached from that you don't have closure. You don't have the answers that you're searching for. You don't have the answers. You just don't know who, what, where, when, why. And I feel like you're trying to stay busy. You're trying to stay focused. You're diving into work. But at the end of the day, it's like, you just want answers. You just want like a resolution. You just don't want drama. You just want to know why. Is what I see. You just want to know why. Okay, I feel like right now you guys are busy trying to make things happen with the Magician here. You guys are, trying to create something. You've also been trying to adapt to change. So I feel like you've been trying to get used to something. You've been trying to get used to your life. Some of you could have been dealing with more than one person, but I feel like right now you are, you could have been dealing with more than one person or in a same-sex relationship as well. But I also feel like with the King of Cups here and the King of Swords here, you could have been dealing with someone who had a very dominant personality, and you also may have had a very dominant personality. So you guys could have butted heads over who was, leading the connection or who had more control in the connection. There definitely could have been a competition here. Okay. But with the King of Cups, this is definitely someone who is very compassionate, very emotionally balanced, very romantic. And I feel like with the King of Cups, this is definitely someone who knows what they want, but they don't always take action. And the King of Swords is someone who takes action. He's a great communicator, but doesn't always show. affection. This is someone who has a great conversation, but just doesn't like to show public display of affection, in public. This is someone who likes to keep things very discreet, but can have amazing conversations with you in public, okay? Has a very big opinion. But I feel like you guys have been working on yourself and you're coming full circle. It's like you're kind of encompassing everything. It's like you have been working on yourself. You're emotionally balanced now. You are aware of who you are. You've been doing a lot of analyzing. You've been using, you've been really having a lot of discipline in your life. You really are kind of aware of your personal truth now. And I feel like you're using your head over your heart and your heart. It's like a perfect balance of head and heart. And I feel like you guys are kind of just really coming into your own and really just starting to realize, what you will and will not allow in your life, what you do and you don't want in your life. And it's just really coming full circle. It's almost like a perfect yin yang balance. And I feel like this is exactly what you need in order to allow love to flow into your life. Okay. Okay. So why is the King of let's do the Magician. Why is the Magician here? Please tell me about the Magician. Yeah, see, there's someone that you could have been waiting for, but there was just a lot of burdens and responsibilities. Just one, please. Oh, just one. The Magician, please. Why is this here? But I feel like you guys are just, really all about taking control in your life. I feel like you are changing from the inside out. You have willpower and you have better control over who you are and what it is that you want. And you're now going on the path that you want to be. Okay. You're going down the path. You're going where you need to be is how I can describe it. You're going where you need to be. Okay. Okay. And I feel like the person that you're connecting with, they also have the Chariot energy here too. So you guys could be coming towards this person. But I feel like this is definitely someone who has also control in their life. This is someone who, with the Justice, could be very well balanced with the scales here. Could be a Libra energy as well. But I definitely feel like there's someone here who's seeing things very clearly, seeing things very truthful. I feel like they want to do the right thing. Ooh, I had to pause that really quick. I had a sneeze attack. Okay, but the Ten of Wands here, you guys, this is someone who also could be focusing on work. With the Ten of Wands, this is someone who is very overstressed, can easily burn out, maybe someone who works long hours. With the Chariot, this is someone who could be in the limelight. You guys could be dealing with someone who might be in the limelight, in the public eye. You could be someone who, is an attorney or paralegal or someone in the judicial system, or someone who's even like a driver or a truck driver as well. But I definitely feel like this is someone who is definitely working hard. And I feel like they're really stressed out. So I feel like right now they're staying busy. But I feel like with the Chariot too, they're also kind of mirroring your energy where they're trying to get their life under control and they're trying to go on the path that they feel that they need to. But I feel like this is someone who's like more burnt out is what I see here. Okay. Why is the Justice here, please? Yeah. So this is also, I feel like this person wants to balance something with you. It's interesting. I do have 3 kings here. So I feel like this is someone who maybe wants to say something. They could be balancing out their own life. With the blindfold, there's something that's not being revealed here though. The Hangman in reverse. So I definitely see that there's someone here who, is stalling and approaching you. This is someone who's worried that if they come towards you, they could be shot down. This is someone who doesn't want to make a sacrifice, doesn't want to lose. But I feel like this is someone who's working towards their abundance right now. And I feel like they have something to you maybe aren't seeing this person or you don't know what's going on. This person doesn't know what's going on with you either because this person's eyes are closed. 10 of Wands, please. Yeah, this is someone who's searching for happiness. I feel like there's someone here who, may have walked away from you with the Eight of Cups energy here. This is someone who, is going towards their Nine of Cups, going towards their happiness. And I feel like they're trying to balance out their own life. They're trying to work on their abundance. I feel like it's almost like they're trying to, in a sense, avoid you. Not really wanting to open their eyes. It's kind of like denial is what I get here. There's someone here who, it's like they're telling everyone it's fine, but it's not fine. This is someone who I feel like is trying to mask their emotions. And I feel like this is someone who's also diving into work just like you. But I feel like this person wants to balance something with you, but is afraid of getting shot down. And I feel like this person is trying to find their Nine of Cups, but it's like their Nine of Cups, I feel like, is with you. And I feel like it's almost like they're in denial, is what I see here. Okay, they're in denial and they're not recognizing where their Nine of Cups is what I see. External factors, we have the Hangman. So I definitely feel like this person's not coming towards you because this is someone who's afraid of losing something or afraid of getting shot down. This is someone who doesn't want to take a risk or lose something if they don't have to. Yeah, Five of Swords. So I feel like there was a sneaky energy here externally to you. So I feel like this is, not really related to you. I feel like there was sneaky energy here. This person may have snuck away from you, or there could have been something that happened that you were not aware of. Obstacle is Six of Swords. So I do feel like there's, between you and another person, I feel like there is something here that has not been resolved. There's still unresolved issues between you and a person. I feel like there's still emotional baggage. And because of this, you guys are not able to move on. This person is not able to move on from you. You are not able to move on from this person. I feel like you guys need to, recognize one another. And with the Judgment here, I feel like you guys are both like reflecting on one another, but someone made a choice to walk away. Someone made a decision to walk away, but they didn't do it appropriately. They were very sneaky, or just kind of like, in a sense, like disappeared, or just kind of like left, but didn't say why. And they left a lot of things that were unsaid, a lot of things that were undone. I also feel like Spirit's calling someone to make a decision here because it's like both of you are kind of stuck and not being able to move on because of this Judgment. Okay. How this person feels about you, we have Two of Cups. So there's this someone who I feel like you guys may not be speaking to at this moment in time. With the Two of Cups in reverse, there's definitely broken communication here and there's still some tension. So I feel like you guys may be separated from a person, and I feel like this person is very imbalanced over you, so to speak. Clarify Two of Cups. For some of you, it could deal with trust. So maybe you lost trust for them or they lost trust for you. But this person, feels like there is hope. I feel like this person would like to hear from you. For some of you, this person may want to reach out to you, but doesn't know how to because their eyes are blindfolded. So they may not know or see something. And I feel like there's definitely broken communication here, but this person would like to hear from you with the Nine of Swords in reverse. This person wishes that you would reach out to them or wants to reach out to you, but doesn't know how. Okay. All right. So I definitely feel like this person could still be devoted to you and still grieving you, but maybe fears that you don't recognize the significance of the connection as well. Going forward, I feel like there's definitely something here that you guys are going to try to be independent from. I feel like you guys are really just trying to move forward. It's like you want to be independent from the situation, but there's still so much disharmony here. And with the Queen of Swords, I feel like it's almost like you feel that someone was very cold-hearted or very cruel with how they treated you. And I feel like it's kind of leaving you in balance. It's like you just want answers. You just want answers. You want to know why. You just want answers is what I feel is like the overall message here, because someone just may have did something very cold. Someone may have did something very upsetting. And I feel like you're trying to move on, but sometimes it's hard to move on when you don't really know or feel like things were not settled appropriately. And it's almost like, it's just nowadays, like, sometimes you have to give yourself closure or realize that closure is a luxury. People ghost people all the time, and people just would rather walk away from a situation or not really stand up and do the right thing and give someone answers. And I feel like that's why a lot of people turn to tarot, because they don't know why. They don't know why someone would do that, because people just hide behind their phones nowadays. People don't really want to say what's on their mind. People don't want to face ridicule. Did I say ridicule? Is that proper English? Ridicule. I think it's ridicule. Okay. But I feel like, sometimes there's other things that you may not know too. There's situations where people, may not be able to give you answers because of, other issues or safety measures or things like that. Or, sometimes people deal with hurt in different ways. And, it's just, it could be different situations for everyone, but just realize sometimes you have to forgive people from afar in order for you to move on in your own life. Okay. In order for you to continue on, sometimes you have to give yourself closure. Sometimes you have to forgive people, even if they don't deserve it, not for them, but for you. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely someone who I feel like feels they missed a chance with you, or you feel that someone made a bad choice. Someone may have cut you off or made a bad decision to cut off, and now they're really sad over what they did, because they see that they're starting to recognize, the worth of the connection. They're starting to see that you are someone who does have long-term potential that they can be devoted to, is what I see. It says wisdom, doorways in your mind open, having you discover talents you never realized you possess. Psychic forces bring you back to ancient roots. Wisdom is gained along with knowledge to use it. So I feel like you guys have gained wisdom from this connection. A lot of your eyes have been open to, spirituality or things that you never really were aware of. And I feel like you have gained wisdom along this path. And I feel like going forward, just know that any sadness or any hurt that you have encountered was not in vain. It was a purpose. And just know it's a temporary situation. What is happening in your life at this time is only a temporary situation, and you have difficulty seeing a solution. Be strong, have faith, knowing the sun shines tomorrow. And the sun always shines, and sometimes it's just, changing your thoughts, changing your outlook on a situation, trying to see the positive in a negative situation, even when things don't look very bleak. Okay, so I want this stick. Okay. Yeah, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay. With the Ace of Pentacles, some of you may have chosen a person or made a bad choice, may have cut someone off, may have made a bad choice. But I feel like it's time to free yourself. It's not time to be confined. It's time to go on with your life. It's time to take back control of your life, okay? It's time to forgive and learn. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Okay, so I feel like if there's someone that really hurts you, if there's someone who, is keeping you feeling stuck, it's time to let go of this person and realize that although they put you through, perhaps a shitty situation, you have to forgive them and just know that this was a lesson, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself first, because when you love yourself, when you're down with yourself, you know what it is that you want. That's when you're going to attract the partner that you seek. But always make sure you love yourself first, because there is no better love than self-love. Having self-respect, knowing your worth, okay? Know your worth, what you deserve, know your boundaries. and treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Okay. I noticed too, there's a lot going on in this picture. This is someone who is holding their child. You know, maybe it's time to make sure you focus on your loved ones, especially if you have children. Know that you could only change what you have power over. And with the world here, I feel like it's time to start a new cycle. But make sure, whatever you do, if you love someone, show them. Make sure you treasure the people that you love. Make sure you hold them close to you. It's just important because you never know what someone might be thinking. You never know if someone might feel unloved or feel like something's missing. So just make sure if you love someone and you treasure someone, hold them close. Tell them how you feel about them. Tell them, that you love them. Just make sure you show things as well. Actions also speak louder than words, okay? So Pisces, I wish you the best this month, and I'm going to leave it here. I will catch you on your next video. Take care.